What's up guys, Phoenix here. This video is going to be another DevPro duel video in ranked, and this time due to some popular demand, I do have a lot of people that actually just love it when I play Mermails on this channel. Due to that popular demand of those people, they're just like, yeah man, keep playing this water deck. I'm going to be playing it for another video because, like I've already said, for some reason, there's basically just a devout following of people that just like me playing Mermails. I don't get it. It's definitely one of my favorite decks that I've ever played in the history of Yu-Gi-Oh, but I think that the deck is a little bit past its prime at this point, or not even past its prime. It's definitely got a very high potential to actually compete, but I don't think this format is specifically tailored well for it. It's definitely one of those decks that, given a proper format where like everything is very, very streamlined and clear-cut, like it was in Breakers of Shadow format and DracoPal format, early DracoPal format, the format was very, very streamlined. And thus you were able to actually, make main deck choices that were actually extremely relevant, extremely impactful, and you knew basically what most of your matchups were going to be, and you were able to, tailor your, entire stratagem for that, and it allowed you to actually have a greater success rate. But now, the entire format is actually just, like, strewn really, really far out, and, like, there's like 5 contenders for, like, the best deck at this point, and then there's the rogue options like Qliphort and Raid Raptor and all this different stuff. The format's a little bit too diverse for you to actually tailor the water deck towards anything specific, which is very, very problematic for a deck like this, where you want to like build your deck to function well in certain situations, but those situations are very wide and varying at this point. And the format itself is just really hostile in the form of Monarchs and Cosmos both being incredibly oppressive decks in terms of the card quality they have with removal and stuff like that, and just overall stuff like that. But anyway, this list is what I've been testing for the like last week or so. There's still some changes that I'm probably going to end up making to it. Gores is probably the shittiest card in the deck. I'm probably going to take it out. I was just testing one of it. I started testing 3 of it, and then just whittled its way down to 1 just because it was a card that I wanted to draw off max C. I wanted cards that I could draw off max C to prevent myself from dying. But Gores is only like decent in certain matchups, so I'll probably just end up siding those. And maybe go back to Valor or something like that, or just play a different card in the main deck. Now, the main problem I have with this main deck is that there's no Chalice or Twin Twisters in the main, and I'm definitely used to playing either one or the other. But because of the spheres being added in, just to try and play less of an all-or-nothing game plan and actually, actually try and play longer games, being able to use Undyne and Controller as one-ofs because you have accessibility to them off Sphere, which, you have accessibility off of Megalo, it gets you Pike, gets you Undyne, gets your Dragoons in circulation. You're able to play more like older Mermails, but the problem is that the format is still a bit too fast for old Mermails to function properly. So you have to play sort of this weird like amalgamation of how the deck just kind of functions together, just to kind of make it work. But Sphere is also just a very like strong card. It's not the greatest because Lind still isn't that good of a floater. But Sphere itself is just actually really good because it allows you to just go straight into cards like Megalo and stuff, give yourself extra combo pieces. You can play it reactively as a trap by like having Infantry or Marksman in your hand, flipping Sphere, getting Pike straight from the deck, and even though its effect is negated, you can ditch like the Infantry for cost and use it as a trap in that regard. There's a lot of different little niche interactions that Sphere gets you to, and it also just makes being forced to go first rather, a lot less strenuous because of the fact that you can actually like go Megalo into Sphere, and Sphere being able to be backed up with any water in your hand that's relevant, or even ones that are not relevant, and be able to like back it up with Undyne or some other form of play is actually just really strong. And also the Sphere package, adds extra, capabilities and value to the Bahamut Shark Abyss Tripe package and stuff like that. It just overall makes the deck function on a completely like different plane of where you're not just trying to kill them every single time you get a turn, although that is the game plan when you have hands that do so. But if you don't kill them, you are able to fall back on certain things. But like I said, Gores is probably coming out of the deck. Maybe Valors are going back in the main. I don't really feel overly comfortable without having Twin Twister or Chalice in the main deck. But like I said, because of the amount of cards I'm running in the form of, having to run multiple Pikes to make the Sphere thing good, stuff like that, just ultimately causes some space constraint issues. But anyway, that's enough like general discussion that I'm going to put out for this deck list. And because, Jesus, I've been rambling for like 4 minutes now. So, I'm just going to jump straight into the game for this video, if that's okay with you guys. Okay, so let's see what we got going for us here. Fortunately, I think I'm in the spectrum of DevPro ranked where everyone wants to go first. And that is the case. Okay, and he's also got no extra deck, which means he's either playing like Card of Demise, Qli, he's playing Domain Monarchs, or he's playing Garbage, or he's playing a Morphage. Okay, he's playing Qli. Alright, good. He's playing Card of Demise Qli, which means I can actually play against a real, well, not really real, but kind of realist deck. So, let's see. He's got Scout, he's got Summoner's Art. He's, well, the Summoner's Art directly leads to the Scout, I think you'll find. But Card of Demise was actually really, really good there. That was actually a really, really good Card of Demise. But his Scout gets to add something that he can then normal summon. So if he has a normal summonable monster in his hand, or if he has two, he can actually get Laser Clip here. And then he'd be able to unload his hand even further. But as it stands, like, I'm curious as to what these are. That's the problem. Is that I've actually not tested this matchup at all with Mermail. Strangely enough, so this is going to be interesting for all of us. Oh my god, 5 of them? Wow. Okay. Well, shit. Alright, so what I have to do here is that I can't pop this. I can pop Scout, though, so there's that I need to keep in mind. But as of right now, I'm just going to see if I can, like, root around and find, like, an emptiness. Because if I find an emptiness, then I'll be able to summon this, send a thing, or actually I'll be able to summon Neptibus. I don't know why I'm saying anything else. I'll be able to summon Neptibus off of the Dragoon Search, and then I'll be able to send Marksman, pop a card, you know, things like that. But he's already made it easier for me to kill him, and the fact that he softened himself up with the 800, not like that matters. This deck can easily swing for like 12,000 on the regular. Let's see. Okay, so he's negating my Teus. Interesting. Well, it's fine. I kind of have everything I already need. I would have loved to have gotten the, I would have loved to have been able to get the Pike. I would have loved to, because then I could have cycled through Marksman's, and basically just raped this entire, like, situation. But as it stands, oh my god, why did I do that? I saw this Recreate here. Why did I do that? I'm such a dumbass. I just started rambling on my own topic of discussion and just didn't actually do what I needed to do. Thank God I can still send his cost. I don't think I want to send this Dragoons because I'd rather normal summon this and send Dragoons next turn. But what I could do is I could send Dragoons now. If I send Dragoons now, I get Megalo. And if I get Megalo, I can ditch these. I can ditch these two. This won't get that value. This won't get value, which is going to suck. But what I'll be able to do is I'll be able to pop Scout with that, and that would actually be really strong. So yeah, we'll go with that. This can just be used as some cleanup removal later because I can send either Marksman or Heavy Infantry with it. But unfortunately, that is something that I 100% just discounted as being an actual problem. But yeah, you'll have that. So we'll just ditch these. We'll summon the Megalo. The Megalo is going to get a, well actually, I can pop this. Not like it matters. I'll just pop this. Recreate just does that. Megalo can chain its effect to be higher because this is mandatory, this is optional. Since this is already face up, it has to allow it to happen. I still just wish I'd summoned this Undyne though. This would have been so much better if I just summoned the Undyne. Skill drain? Alright. Alright, mate. Jesus Christ, tell me how you really feel. Alright. So now what I get to do is I get to activate Megalo. I can activate Megalo's effect to attack twice. And then just get back to the Dragoons for free. There is that. So, yeah. I think we'll just go for it. Even though its effect will be negated, this just lets me summon more bodies, which are what I need right now. Because I'm going to have to suicide this Megalo into this carrier unless I just make something that's bigger. Which I could. I could reasonably just make, like, Draco Sack and just, you know, sit on it. And in fact, I think that's probably going to be the move, is to make Draco Sack attack with it. And then I can attack with it, and then I can tribute it as cost on a later turn to pop the skill drain. So that's not an issue. It just depends on if he has any battle traps. If he does, goes in match. I'll keep Wind. Thank you. So Floodgate Central. So next turn I get to tribute this and pop off the skill drain. Then I get to summon Undyne, send Marksman, and do things there. I think this game is actually just really still in my favor just because of the fact that he doesn't have Scout. Okay, he has another card Demise. Never mind. This game is probably lost at this point. I've probably just 100% lost this game just because of that card of Demise. Because he could just easily get another scale, normal summon another monster. If he has anything like, if he drew into Stealth, the Disc, Shell, any of those big motherfuckers, then he just gets to attack over my Draco Sack, which means that, you know, that line of play goes away. And, yeah, this is, this is looking bleak, to say the absolute least. But what I do get to do, okay, it's a Helix, alright. Oh, he has that. Does he have a normal summonable? Did you, please, don't tell me you drew perfectly off both these carded Demises, because I would definitely not be a fan of that. 100% not. He drew perfectly off of these carded Demises. No! Shit. Okay. Yep. I lose this one. Because he just gets to Pendulum Summon this out next turn. Like, I can't deal with the skill drain. Well, I actually can. I send this as cost. Never mind. So what I get to do here, actually, is I'm going to Raigeki here. I'm going to Raigeki this. I'm going to normal summon this and activate its effect. And I'm going to send... I'm going to send... I can send Neptibus. I can get back Dragoons. But that doesn't actually matter. I just need to send Heavy Infantry, and Heavy Infantry is going to pop one of these scales, simply because, like, that's just what I need. I need to not let him Pendulum Summon, is what I need to do. And let's see, I think it's just better to pop this, simply because I know the deck plays, it only plays like 8 monsters, and I think 4 of them are high scales and 4 of them are low, if he's playing a really standard build. Oh, really? Solemn Strike, alright. Wow, that was the card off the card of Demise too. That was literally the perfect card. Alright. Well, alright then. Shit. 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 No. Now he gets the Pendulum Summon. And so now I absolutely 100% lose. There's no way for me to win now, because I can drop this Gores. I can definitely do that, but 1, its effect is negated by skill drain, and 2, goes in match would prevent me from summoning the light token. So, there's things like that. And then this is just making my monster smaller, very ignorantly. He gets to summon these 3. Yeah, this is just game over. This deck is weird. I don't know how I feel about this deck. I mean, I know exactly how I feel about the Qli deck. I think it's absolutely ridiculous that something like this is allowed to exist. But I mean, shit, man. What are you gonna do? You either beat him or you join him, right? Well, it looks like we're going to be doing some joining, maybe later. Who knows? Deep Sea Diva. That card is useless for multiple different reasons. Oh my god. This thing's 24. I can suicide with the carrier. This is bad. This deck, I think this game 1 with this specific build that I'm playing is probably unwinnable. And a rivalry. Just take that too. Fuck it. Oh, D-Fissure. Never mind. I didn't even see that get revealed. Yeah, how many floodgates can one floodgate if a floodgate could floodgate floodgates? Oh, he got the D-Fissure and then he set a card. So, Jesus. I'm probably still just absolutely boned either way. But, yeah, this, this entire situation is pretty unavoidable. Did he just attack it with the carrier? He did. Did he? What the hell? What am I missing? Alright. Well, regardless, he did just attack it with this. The best card in my deck. The shitty vanilla. Alright. I see how it's gonna be. Yeah, I don't think this deck, specifically this Mermail deck that I'm playing, this specific build, I don't believe this build can actually win game 1 against this deck, because I literally have nothing in my deck other than marksmans and heavy infantries that like deal with this, and that's not really enough. You don't really have enough of those cards because you only have 4 of them. And like a lot of the cards that they play are cards that are like anything that stays set is usually something like Solemn Strike, and anything else usually just gets flipped face up. And it's stuff that actually is a problem to like heavy infantry popping them, like just general-ish, like they're D-Fissure, macro, stuff like that. The list goes on and on, but yeah, I don't think this matchup game 1 is winnable at all. without Twin Twister in the deck. But like that's just the build that I'm playing right now. It's just what I'm testing around. I don't think Mermail's is nearly as optimal of a choice as it was a few months ago. I don't think the deck is nearly as like decent as it needs to be in the format in order to compete. I mean, I definitely probably am not playing at any events with Mermail for like the foreseeable future, simply because like I don't see any incentive to play the deck. Like the environment is way too hostile at this point. But I don't know. That's basically it for this video, though. So, whoa! If you enjoyed getting my ass stomped by Floodgates, I guess give this one a like. Holy shit! But anyway, as always, guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe to all the nonsense you usually do. Links are in the description to my Facebook and Twitch links. If you want to check those out, definitely feel free to do so. That is why they're there. If you want to suggest a deck for me to play on one of these videos, send it to my Facebook fan page. The link for that is in the description, as I've already said. And if it piques my interest, if it's something that like is interesting to me, if I like it, one of those things, then I might potentially play it for one of these videos. It's definitely a possibility. And if you want me to do a Deck Doctor segment on it, that's also an open possibility as well. Just kind of say in the message that you send if it's eligible for a Deck Doctor or if you just want me to play it. Because if you don't want me to critique it, for Jesus, I will definitely save my own time and not critique it. You trust me. Believe you me. That is definitely within the realm of something I'm 100% capable of just doing, is just not critiquing anything. But other than that, if you want to support my videos and stuff like that, clicking ads on my videos is the best way to help. It helps a lot more than you could ever understand, and it'd be really cool of you if you take a few seconds out of your day to do that sort of thing to help me out. It'd be greatly appreciated. But other than that, as always, guys, thanks for watching, and as always, guys, take care.